Hey, thanks for joining us on Polk Place and in studio from Polk County Utilities. Her name is Summer Collazo. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
So for those that might not know about Polk County Utilities, talk a little bit about what you guys do and what your job is within the division.
Okay, Polk County Utilities, we service water and wastewater services in the county. And I specifically work in water conservation. I'm the water conservation coordinator for Polk County Utilities. And our job is to balance meeting the demands of the growth, especially in Polk County now, but also making sure we still manage our water conservation measures and follow the district's instructions on water restrictions.
So when you say districts, though, as you said, the growth is coming and we've got a bunch of new people and we're one of the largest, fastest growing counties in the United States. Those that might not understand water districts, we have several of them here in Florida, but we fall under one specifically. Talk to me a little bit about the mission of the Southwest Florida Water Management District.
So the Southwest Florida Water Management District wants to make sure that they manage our water usage in our area and make sure that it does not impact the water sources in our area, but at the same time we can provide fresh drinking water to our customers. So our district makes sure that we control our water usage that we're pumping up through the ground to service to our customers, but that we also balance that out with water conservation measures, which include water restrictions and several other water conservation programs that we offer.
Now, recently, the district just came up with a modified Phase 1 water shortage order. Let's talk a little bit about that and what it means to the residents of the county, if we could, please.
Oh, sure. So the district has identified that there is a drought condition in some of the areas and the counties that they are managing. Polk County Utilities is currently still under our same 2-day per week. Some of the other counties and municipalities have now gone to 1 day per week. So Polk County Utilities is still in the 2-day per week. However, they are making sure that we enhance our water restriction enforcement. Thankfully, Polk County Utilities is already there. We're doing everything that they're now asking of the surrounding areas. So we already have a robust program that combines water conservation measures and enforcing those water restrictions.
Now, when you talk about enforcing water restrictions, what can Polk County do to individuals that abuse the water that we have, the natural resource?
Okay, so we actually have patrols that go into our areas and our communities, and they will report those water restrictions. If you water on the wrong day, if you have a broken or misdirected spray head, they will actually issue you a warning or a courtesy letter in the first infraction. After that, it can go into fines ranging anywhere from $50 up to $500.
One of the things that you guys preach in conservation, everybody wants to have a beautiful home and have that beautiful yard, but there are certain types of watering that you do with certain types of head. There are certain types of plants that are Florida friendly. There are certain types of grass. Explain those programs that you guys provide to the residents that make sure that they are educated on the things that are going to save water, but still can have a beautiful home.
So we work in partnership with IFAS, the Extension Office of the University of Florida here in Bartow. They have a wealth of information on Florida-friendly gardening, including changing out some of your non-native plants to the native plants that would use less water. We also identify that you don't need to have as much grass and turf grass as you typically would. A lot of people just want straight sod. You can actually incorporate more of your landscape with Florida-friendly spaces so that you limit the need of watering the lawns and the grasses that may tend to need a little bit more water. And we like to have numerous events throughout the year that we reach out to the public and give those resources out to them so that they can be aware of what's available. They might come from different parts of the country or world. So we don't anticipate that they're going to know the specific growing needs of our native plants here in Central Florida.
And when you guys do go out in the community, there's often free stuff, because I can tell you on my kitchen and both bathrooms, there are the screw-in heads. I mean, always great partners within the community, and a great resource. You guys not only giving information, but giving the things that might save just that extra gallon. Talk about the importance. I mean, we touched on it in the beginning, but with all the growth that we do have coming, the importance of saving water.
Well, there's a connection with also the water management districts. They set a limit of how much we can pull out for our resources, the pumpage that we can pull out of the ground to service our communities. But they set limits on those. So we have to find a balance where we're still able to use that water, but we also want to conserve and save that water so that we're not having to pull more out, because the water management districts are going to cut us off at a certain amount. So we want to make sure that we can continue to meet these growth needs. We want to provide safe drinking water to all those that are here and that are coming. And we look out decades ahead of time and plan out so that we can be prepared for that. And that's where water conservation has such a unique impact on that ability to plan out ahead.
As you say, planning out ahead, you guys are looking 10 years ahead, but the residents of the county, we're in the winter months. Winter months obviously don't take as much water as summer months do. Talk about the residents and how they can plan out their watering needs for their lawns and their plants.
So the district has an awesome program called Skip a Week. During the cooler months, it's typically not looked at as the growing season for our lawn and garden plants. So Skip a Week is a unique way to not water your grass or your lawn every 2 days a week. You can actually go 10 to 14 days in between your watering event, and that right there saves thousands of gallons of water with each cycle that you're running, because it's not known as the growing season. The plants don't typically need water. Our message is water when needed. Your plants are going to show you when they need water. Typically, you'll look for signs of stress when your lawn needs water. You'll look for your footprints staying there in the lawn after you've walked on it. The blades of grass sometimes will curl in on each other. So those are really some signs of water needs for your plants. If they're not showing you that, don't run your water.
Got about 30 seconds left. I'm going to give you the last word on this. Let the folks at home know how important it is. What we save today really, really affects us tomorrow.
Well, it's a money thing as well. So whatever, we're having to look at alternative water sources as well. So we're trying to put an emphasis on water conservation so that we can keep our water use down that we're pulling in from the aquifer and not have to go to more expensive means of providing water. So the more we can conserve and keep that conservation-minded set, the better we are with being able to continue to provide that safe drinking water for our future needs.
Summer, always a pleasure getting to see you and sharing the information. Thank you very much for your time, and please come back and see me again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
The Southwest Florida Water Management District issued a modified Phase 1 water shortage restriction program recently. The restrictions are in effect through July 1st, 2024. Polk County Utilities has a list of water-saving suggestions and irrigation schedules and additional water restriction information on the county website. Now, if you need more information, go to polk-county.net or give them a call at 863-298-4236. If you enjoyed that episode of Polk Place, I invite you to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and even check out the next one.